Millions in Bliss, day 4. And now it's already dark outside, and everybody, almost all my kids are sleeping, and the little one is sleeping in my room, my bedroom. That's why I can't really record a video there. So I'm now outside on my balcony, and I need to use the light, as you see here, the reflection. And what I want to talk about is the following. I want to discuss cringe. Yesterday, when I wanted to make an announcement about me recording videos and posting videos to YouTube on my Instagram, for some reason, I expressed myself in ways that I didn't expect that I would express myself in. And before I posted that video, I was not sure whether I wanted to post it, because it was, my expression there was not how I'm used to expressing myself in public. But I decided to post it anyway, because I wanted to allow myself to be different from what I usually am. And it was so cringe, on the one hand, yes, it's cringe. It's a negative adjective. It has a negative connotation. But at the same time, I feel that it's brave to show not the most beautiful sides of yourself, but also some weird ones. And generally, the name of this whole video series and of my journey is called Millions in Bliss. And it has to do with money. And I also find it a little bit cringe to talk about it and to post something like that. But I also realized that I want to allow myself to express myself in any way I want. And it's not going to be something where I will be actively abusing other people or something, there's the thing. Sometimes when we say that you can be anything you want, actually I have a song which is called Love You Always, and it's written from the perspective of a parent, or if you think even deeper, it's more like a God's perspective, the God's perspective. God tells us that we can be anything we want. We are free to do what we want to do. We are free to express ourselves in the ways that we want to express ourselves. We are free to follow any dream. And some people might become really wary of this idea, because if I tell someone you can be anything you want, the other person might think, oh, so I can be nasty too? Oh, so I can be abusive too? Oh, so I can do everything I want in this world, and I can make people suffer. I can go and kill people if I can do anything I want. And I am actually going to add here, the consequences are not determined by what usually happens to other people. The consequences are determined by our own programs and our own inner laws. Whatever we believe, we're going to get. But anyway, when I say you can be anything you want, and if you are listening to me, you're probably that person who is not going to go and kill anyone, who is not going to like go and abuse someone consciously, actively, and like, yeah, I was given permission to be anything I wanted to be. I was given permission to do everything I wanted to do. So I'm gonna go and abuse people. This is not what your reaction is going to be. And once I wrote this in my post, I think it was a couple of years ago, maybe 3-4 years ago or something. Like, people who go and do really bad things to other people actively, consciously, although I don't think it's very conscious. You know, we might think that we want to do harm to other people consciously. We might think, well, sometimes we want to take revenge. We want to like tell other people, you are not right, and I'm going to do right for myself by doing something bad for you. We think that it's conscious, but it's not really conscious. Anyway, coming back to that thought, and I've lost it. I thought the train of thought. Let me try again. So I wrote about this, and there I wrote, and I still believe that people who are already doing harm to others consciously, they actually don't need to hear this message, because they are already doing whatever they want to do. And people who need to hear this message, you can be anything you want. You can do anything you set yourself up for. You can express yourself freely. People who need to hear that, they're not going to go and abuse people consciously, do harm to people consciously. Why am I talking so much about this? But anyway, it is what it is. When I think about it, what am I allowing myself to do? Considering that I'm allowed to do everything, I'm finally allowing myself to just express myself in different ways, to express myself in a way that I haven't been seen before. And it's not harmful. It may look cringe. It may look not very beautiful, but it's not harmful. And I want to try, I want to see myself. I want to see different facets of me. Maybe one day I will become an actress. Who knows? I actually have this thought in the back of my head. I think I have a little bit of talent in that area. And you know, when people are actors, they do so many cringe things. Like, if you just watch a movie, like, look at how they are behaving on camera. They do those takes of the same episode many, many times. They do the same kind of emotion many, many times. And if you look at it out of context, it would look so cringe. But they have embraced that fact that they can look stupid, they could look funny, they could look ugly. And look, some of them make millions just because they allowed themselves to express various facets of themselves. I've also heard a lot of times that the more you accept yourself, the more you allow yourself to be free, to express yourself freely, the more you actually accept others as well. And the less judgmental you become, the more of the world you can encompass. And this actually can lead to self-expansion, to becoming much, much bigger, creating on a much bigger scale. Because you see much, much more in this world. You embrace much, much more. And you can create something that will also be seen and accepted by many more people. And today, I'd like to conclude my video by one more idea that I've just remembered that I wanted to share about. And it's about the expectations, my expectations from this endeavor, my expectations from this journey. Before I say more about that, I just want to share that today was a very beautiful day for me. Although I didn't do everything that might bring me bliss, I did a lot of things that made me feel very warm and joyful inside. There are still a lot of things to do that I want to achieve, complete in my life. And this fact of completion often brings me a lot of joy too. Although I'm consciously intending not to connect myself too much to achievements of any kind, even the small ones, small acts of completion. I want to be satisfied. I want to feel satisfaction and bliss no matter where I am, on which stage of the process I am. Because when we train ourselves too much to be dependent on completing things, we feel inadequate most of the time. We feel as if we're not good enough most of the time. We only feel good when we complete something, and these are tiny moments of our lives, and I don't want that. So that's why I'm so happy to be on this journey and sharing about it, actually. And I'm coming back to the idea that I want to conclude with, and it's about this. How would you answer the following question? Where will you be 1 year from now? What will happen a year from now? Let's phrase it this way. What do you think? What will happen 1 year from now? I actually can already predict what will happen in 1 year from now for me. There will be one thing. One thing that I'm quite sure about. One thing that I'm quite sure about. In 1 year from now, I will definitely become a much better speaker. I will learn to make much better quality videos. I will learn to also market these videos better. I also know that there will be definitely a couple more songs released. And the more accepting and familiar I become of my expression, who I am, the more probable it is that in a year from now, my meditations album is going to be released as well. I also know that in a year from now, I will be in my last year of my 30s. It will be my 40th year on this planet. And I will feel maybe more mature. Finally. Although, is it really necessary? I don't know. Maybe, if you'd like, you can leave a comment under this video and share with me, where do you think you're going to be in a year from now? What are you dedicating yourself towards, or what are you committing yourself to? Or which daily practices, daily rituals, daily activities are you engaging in? Are you engaging in? And where will they take you? Share in the comments. I'd be happy to hear from you. And for now, bye bye.